India is sure to feel very, very proud of. It is set to make history. Now, 2 days from now, if something that is scheduled to happen today is successful, 2 days from now, India will enter the elite club of nations that is sending a mission to Mars, and that will be successful. Now, let me just tell you exactly what is happening. The Mars Orbiter mission, or the MOM, which is also called Mangalyaan, it was launched from ISRO's Sriharikota on the 5th of November 2013. Today, what's going to happen is the crucial 4th trajectory correction maneuver and test fire of the main liquid engine is scheduled. Now, we are going to learn from an expert who's going to be joining us online as to exactly what the update on that is. But if that happens successfully, what I just told you, then the Mars orbiter will have its scheduled rendezvous with the red planet day after tomorrow, that is the 24th of September. All right, so this is a huge thing for India's space program, and India will become the first Asian country to have a successful project like this, and this is also India's first interplanetary mission. So ISRO, if this is successful, ISRO would become the 4th space agency to reach Mars after the Soviet space program, NASA and the European State Agency. Okay, so let's get an expert in on this right away, and then we'll take you through exactly what ISRO is doing and how. Joining me online is Dr. Arvind Ranade. Dr. Arvind Ranade is with Vigyan Prasar, which is an autonomous body under the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Dr. Ranade, welcome to Indiapost-Live.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Sir, you are an expert on this, and I did a lot of reading out. I said things like 4th trajectory correction maneuver and test fire of the main liquid engine. Very briefly, from a layman's point of view, can you tell us exactly what this means? What exactly has happened? I believe it's already happened?
Yeah, it has been done at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And it's been done successfully?
Absolutely successful.
Great.
No doubt.
So day after tomorrow, India is entering Mars's trajectory, right? It's entering Mars's orbit?
Yeah, it's called the Orbit Insertion process.
Right.
The thing which will happen at around 7:16 a.m. on 24th of September.
All right. So please tell us a little bit in detail about what exactly the ISRO's mission is all about.
Okay, fine. Little apology for joining a little late, but nonetheless, I will try my best to explain as to my level.
Sure.
See, basically, this Mangalyaan is I would say the first attempt by a nation like us who is still in the developing stage.
Right.
However, what is the importance of showing our capabilities and technology demonstrations to the entire globe? Is perhaps the reason is very simple. Like as we know, this Mars has been a source of inspirations and the source of explorations for many years altogether. Certainly, I will talk about Mars later on, but what this particular thing happened today. See, on 5th of November 2013, when Mangalyaan has been launched from Sriharikota, and there were a trajectory correction which kept on happening, and the incremental growth of the orbit has happened for about a month or so. And especially after 1st or 2nd of December, when it was being forced to be in the sun synchronized, or rather we call it as sun's gravity assist orbit. Then, yeah, in the technical terminology, we call it as a Hofmann orbit, Hofmann transfer orbit.
Right.
And now what has happened is that from that particular point onwards, the velocity of this Mangalyaan was tremendously high. One can even calculate up to the numerical of say 80 to 90,000 kilometers per hour. And in fact, that is what is the speed the Mangalyaan is proceeding. Now, one of the very crucial part of it is, because when it is moving with such a huge velocity, it needs to decelerate. It needs to bring to the very less less velocity. And the expected number that we are looking for is about 3,000 to 4,000 kilometers per hour. And that is very tremendous job. I mean, and now the point is that what is available with the Mangalyaan is nothing but the available liquid propellers available with it. And one of this, it is called the liquid propulsion motor. I mean, liquid apogee motor. So now this has got about a 50 kg of material sitting inside, and and this particular motor was almost dormant for last 300 days. One can say it's like it was in the sleeping mode, like a Kumbhakaran.
Right.
Now the now important aspect is that it has to wake up at the right time. That is on 24. So it is very essential to test the capability of this motor, whether it will be working to the expectations on the 24th of September. So it was a test fire which has been done around 2 hours and 30 minutes in the afternoon by ISRO. And it was again in the automated mode. And this liquid engine, apogee liquid engine was made it on for just for 3.9 seconds. And within that particular period, about a half kg of this propellant has been used, and it has been tested that this is successfully able to fire the engines at the appropriate speed, appropriate locations, and then it is also able to decelerate the motion, the speed of the Mangalyaan. And this particular process, which has happened for just 4 seconds today, that will go for a 24 minute. That will on the 24th of September.
Okay.
And one of the most critical, and I would say where we always keep the finger crossed, is on the 24th of September, when this particular thing is going to happen. This entire Mangalyaan will not be in the line of sight. In fact, it will not be in the visible horizon for us, because it is going behind the mast, and everything that is for the 24 minutes is going to be a blackout period for us. So if this is what was the testing that has been happened today, and we are expecting that since it was been successful, on the 24th of September, this particular apogee motor, which we are expecting to be continue to fire for 24 minutes, and at the speed of this Mangalyaan will drastically bring it down to the 3,000 to 4,000 kilometers per hour, which will enable us to force it into the parking orbit, which is desired as about 400 kilometers at perigee and about 80,000 kilometers at apogee distance from the surface of the Earth.